Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I just wanted to touch on how to get through life easier. Like, I want to help people try to get through life easier, and I feel like I've gotten through life pretty easy. But it's not that, you get lucky. It is, you have to make conscious decisions, right? So, most people are walking around here like NPCs. Yeah, everybody's heard of that. NPC, right? Like, they've got their head up their butt. You must become aware of life, right? And understand that life is just decision A or B. Everything is A or B. This thing is like a video game. It's just either option A or B, or even better yet, right? If you've ever read one of those old Goosebumps books where you get down to the bottom of the page and they're like, okay, if you want to make this choice, go to page 16. If you want to make this choice, go to page 32. That's what life is. And so many people are just walking around here like zombies. They're not aware. They're not awake. They're just asleep, right? And life just keeps punching them in the face, or they keep, bumping their head into the wall. You must become aware and conscious of life and your decisions that you're making, right? Another thing I really like to look at life is like, it's like a landmine field. Now you have no choice. You have to cross a landmine field, right? And as you're crossing it, other people are crossing it too. And you see who's stepping on what landmine. Somebody's losing an arm over here. Somebody's losing a leg over there. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I know not to step over there, right? That also goes along with the saying when they're like, smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. I've always learned from the mistakes of others. And you need to wake up and, realize that life is just a decision of option A or B. That's all life is, right? So an example of this is, let's just say, because I'm a guy, so if your girl's watching this or whatever, like, I'm just going to use the example of from a guy's perspective, right? So let's just say your boy's like, hey, let's go out tonight. Option A is, no, I get up in the morning, I go to the gym. Option B is I go out. Bing, 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 we choose option B. Okay, so now we end up at the bar, right? This is literally like a movie. Okay, choose option B, we're at the bar. Okay, we're talking to this girl. She's obviously feeling me, but she's a little drunk. Option A or B, get her number, throw her in an Uber, tell her you'll message her tomorrow. Maybe you guys can go get some pancakes for brunch, or you still try to take her home that night. Okay, we went with option B. We still tried to take her home that night. Okay, now we tried to sleep with her. The next morning she wakes up and she's like, who the heck are you? Why are you in my bed? Again, now you're in a situation. Everything is A or B. Every situation, your life is like a movie. It's A or B, A or B. Think of yourself as like, pull yourself out of your body and you're watching yourself play the movie, right? Or you're watching the character play the movie, and understand that life is just A or B. What option are you going to take? Are you going to get up and go hit that gym? Are you going to lay in bed? Are you going to go get drunk? Or are you going to, not get drunk? Are you going to try to take that girl home? Or are you just going to get her number and be like, hey, I'll hit you up tomorrow morning? Are you going to go for that interview, or are you just going to skip it? Whatever you're going to do in life, it's A or B. It's always A or B. And that's helped me out so much in life, just becoming aware, not wandering around like an NPC. So many people are just outside, just getting, bopping their head into the wall or getting punched into the mouth by life. They're just walking around with their head down and boop, they just hit a wall. And it's just all like, what are you doing? It's like, oh man, I didn't know. And it's just all like, come on, man. So again, understand life is a landmine field, and you got to make it to the other side. You have no choice. The other side is, we're out of here, kick the bucket. And the whole goal is to miss as many landmines as you possibly can. And that's how you get to the other side. And, I'm 37 years old and I haven't stepped on no landmines, because I just keep watching other people step on them, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I feel like I'm doing pretty good in life right now. But yeah, man, I just watch all these people. They're just walking around like NPCs, like zombies. And it's just like, man, like, your life would be so much better if you just pulled your head out of your butt, and just became aware and understood that life is always A or B, A or B, A or B, right? At all times. Just understand that. Just be aware of that. And especially if you're, a lot of young guys, whoever's watching this right now, just understand everything is A or B, right? All options. That's all it is. It's just, life is one big Goosebumps book. Every choice, every choice is a choice. And, you got to, make the right ones. Understand that there's always consequences to every choice you make. If you just made better decisions, better choices, Understanding what comes after the next step, right? Like always trying to think 2-3 steps ahead. Maybe I shouldn't take that girl home or whatever. Maybe I should get up and go to the gym. What are the results that are going to get what are the results that is going to get me, right? Getting up in the gym, eating right, not getting the McDonald's, not ordering the pizza, but staying home, eating the eggs, eating the salmon, eating the steak. Try to think 2 to 3 moves ahead and just be aware, man. Become conscious of life, right? And always look around, man. Look at, like, people watch. See what other people are doing. See how they're living their lives and be like, you know what? I don't want to live like that. See what they're doing. I don't want to do that. That is how you get to the next level in life. That is how you become more successful. That is how you miss those landmines, right? Just think, man. Think. Become aware. Become a playable character in a sea of NPCs. That's a bar right there. Become a playable character in a sea of NPCs. And I swear to you, I'm telling you right now, you'll live a better life. You'll have a better life. You may not be a multi-millionaire, but you'll get through life a lot easier, a lot smoother if you just become aware of what you're doing, the choices you're making, the decisions you're making, where you're trying to go, where it's going to lead you to, and who's not doing that, right? Again, look at those people that you don't want to be like. And be like, all right, you know what? I see them making those choices. I'm not going to make those choices. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to continue to win. And I just want everybody to win. I want everybody to win. But you got to become aware first. You got to become aware. You got to be observant. You got to move with intention through life. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.